Welcome to What the Hell, episode 5, and thank you for coming back to Rogue Mystic Divination. This is going to be a 7-card spread chronicling chronicling these 7 questions in relation to whatever's going on with you and whatever you may have on your mind. It may give you a different perspective and answer some of these questions like the first card is going to be what the hell is happening. Number 2 is why the hell is this happening? What the hell am I missing for card number 3? Number 4, what the hell do I feel about this? Number 5 is what the hell should I not do? And number 6 is what the hell can I do? Number 7, of course, is going to be where the hell is this going? So, and thank you guys for tuning in. If you got this far in the reading, please drop a little devil emoji down there. At some point, I will be doing a giveaway, but I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, and it would be nice to get some more comments on the channel. So here we go, guys. For card number 1, what the hell is happening? Now, with the Knight of Swords in the upright, you could feel like you have to go back to a past situation or a past person and defend them. Now, as quickly as you may be doing this, it's almost as though you've been watching the situation and waiting for your moment. However, if they are not willing to defend themselves, you need to understand that. Understand why they're not willing to defend themselves. You may have a little bit of a savior complex, but as much as you're willing to go back and defend it, it may even be just an idea from the past. Something that you've done in the past as well. And as much as you want, it's almost as though this is a situation that you've been sitting and waiting for someone to comment on or someone to kind of come after. And like, I see someone with a list of comebacks or a list of reasons, a list of like comebacks for something. And as far as what the hell is happening, you could be going back to defend something from the past or someone from the past, thinking that you're doing something good, but it could be helping them avoid a lesson that they need to learn. So for card number 2, we have why the hell is this happening? Because they seem to be on the defensive, or you feel like you have to be on the defensive for them. This card is the tall fences build good neighbors, mean good neighbors, you know, what the hell, whatever the hell it is. And as much as you have this courage to stand up and make these boundaries, these are boundaries that somebody else has set forth, but they don't want to defend. It's like they go and build a fence between them and their neighbor, and it's on their property. You know, it's on their own property. And the neighbor keeps moving the fence for whatever reason, and just to see if they can. And it doesn't have to be a physical fence. Like, this person looks like they've been there, they've been working at it, and they keep trying to reiterate the point or stand up for something, but it's also like the barrier is failing somehow. They're still standing there, and they feel like they're being tested, like their boundaries constantly being tested, constantly being pushed. And that's why you're coming back to defend them. Like, you're stepping into a situation and you're fully armored. They're not. They look like they just got back from working the field for the day, and now they have to go like beat off the crows off of the fence or whatever, and they're tired. However, with that being said, I want to reiterate that as much as you're coming back to help them, you helping them momentarily is not going to fix the situation. It's not going to fix the problem. It's still going to be a problem that they have to deal with, but they help for 5 minutes isn't going to fix a long-term issue. So don't be disappointed in yourself or in them whenever you go away after they've had one full night's sleep and are kind of rested and rejuvenated, that then they still have that same problem, because it's still going to be there. You can only fight it so much for them. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, this assistance that you're giving may be delaying a lesson or maybe delaying their progress. They're kind of proving that they have the strength to uphold this position. But also, because it's not your issue, that's why you kind of go home the next day. It's like, okay, well, you've had one night's worth of sleep. You know, you're well rested now. You're fine now. So I shouldn't need to help you with this anymore. It doesn't fix the issue. That's what you're missing, is that does not fix the issue. It's just kind of delaying what needs to be done. And if you're adding to the situation, you may want to ensure that you're adding what actually is needed rather than delaying the conclusion. And I do want to say that this is the second time that I've done this, because I got about this far the first time and I went on a rant. So I'm going to do my best not to do that, because I'm trying to keep these around 20, maybe 30 minutes long. But for card number 4, how the hell do I feel about this? So with the Magician in reverse, you feel like you don't have the resources, you don't have the platform or the information that you need in order to fix this. So you may be overacting in the ways that you can do something, the way that you can act on this, and you're still not reaching the conclusion. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating in that, like, what can you do to get this information? What can you do to finally wrap this up, or help this person wrap this up? And it may be more important for you to look at why this is an issue. Because there's something here where you're not personally invested in it. This person is. Against whoever it is that is violating their boundaries. Maybe they're not letting you know everything. Because it's like they're missing the will to permanently change anything. Like, oh, well, I just don't want to cause any problems. Like, go to City Hall, prove that you have the ability to build a fence on your property to divide you from your neighbors, prove that you have the permit, prove that you have the city's, like, you know, whatever. Now, this could be any kind of boundary. It doesn't have to be a physical fence, but, like, as an example. It's almost as though you're standing there saying that you prove that you have the right to do this and then enforce it. They don't want to enforce it. Like, oh, I just think that's a lot of trouble. No, the other person that's coming against them is causing them to have that amount of trouble. Because if it wasn't for that other person, they wouldn't need to build the fence. They wouldn't need to build the boundary. So there's some other kind of emotional influence that you're not being included in on, and somehow this other person is using this as a tool. Now, that could just come down to intimidation. I just heard something about they need to get a Ring camera to have proof that this stuff is happening. Make sure it's well hidden. Or something to that effect. 4, card number 5. What the hell should you not do? Yeah, don't get familiar with this. Don't go over and try and make friends. Yeah, with the 6 of Cups, this is someone going back to something and thinking that that's going to fix everything. Oh, go over and make friends. Bring them brownies. Bring them, cookies or whatever. Be neighborly and stuff like that. That's not going to fix this problem. They're willing to violate this boundary. They're still going to be willing to violate that boundary and then some, even after you're friendly. All that's going to do is give them more of an in on what it is they could possibly violate or take from you or edge in on somehow. What the hell can't you do? Queen of Swords in the reverse. So with the Queen of Swords in reverse, yeah, it's more of that Knight energy. It's defending a past position. Because this is kind of triggering a reaction that you had to another situation, right? Something that you personally experienced, and that's why you keep referring back to. It's like, well, I know how to handle this because of my situation, so I'll help you handle this. And somehow this is different. That's why I keep thinking of the empty cup here and the Magician in reverse. And that's why it's coming off as you are being easily triggered, because the person that's opposing this one is putting you on the defensive and putting you in the position where you want to come in and kind of be the savior, but it's not. I don't think it's working out that way because they're not being open about everything that's going on, or everything that has happened. What the hell is going, where the hell is this going? Sorry, where the hell is this going? For the last card. Page of Pentacles. It will end up manifesting something practical and hands-on, and honestly, with all of this stuff, with the boundaries and the violation and everything, it looks like it's going to end up in a lawsuit. And that's going to make that pretty damn tangible for everybody, where the opposing person is going to, I think that's why there was that whole idea of get a Ring camera, get some kind of camera or something to document this boundary crossing. So that you have evidence that they're crossing it, they're violating, that they're trespassing, whatever. Ensure that there is a no trespassing sign on the property if this is a property issue. Someplace where they can't tamper with it. It's highly visible, but they can't tamper with it. And it's possible that this person that you're trying to defend will come out with money in this. But there is a very important skill development issue here for you and for this person that you're defending. Know when know when you're not getting anywhere with what it is that you're doing and find another way. The other time that I was doing this, education kept coming out, so I think you need to educate yourself on kind of the laws of the land and not the unwritten laws. Not the unwritten laws, but the physical, on the book law of the land, and that will help this situation out greatly. Somehow this is going to help you in the future, because there will be something in the future where you will have to do this for yourself, and you'll be glad that you kind of assisted in this whole situation so that you could go and kind of nip it in the bud whenever you come up with this situation. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to cut it short right there at about 16 minutes. And please keep checking your dailies. I'm trying to get the other reads up too, but I'm just not caught up enough to do the weeklies and the monthlies yet. So please check back in October. Yeah, October. For hopefully where I can start doing the weeklies and the monthlies again. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, especially if you made it this far, and I will see you guys next time.